Good evening, and welcome to this year's final edition of the School Zone. I'm your student host, Alex Johnson. Tonight we have a lot to cover, so let's get started with a look back at this year's Career Expo held at the fairgrounds.
I'm Ken Schaefer, a technology education teacher at Washington High School, and I've been involved, this is the 6th year we've had the Expo, and Washington High School was fortunate enough to be the host school, so we've been highly involved in getting this thing rolling. We think we have so far had excellent participation by students and also the vendors. We've had a full menu of vendors that have come today, and we think it's a really good experience for kids, give them an opportunity to have a lot of hands-on experiences. Just a really good thing for staff, for administration, and for students.
Hi, this is Dale Veach, one of the assistant principals at Washington High School. We're here at the Tech Expo, one of the events that we throw on every year through the departments in the school. At Washington High School, this is an event that rotates between all the high schools, sponsoring it and heading it out. This was Washington's year, and this is an event that we start in early February and work all the way until today in April. It's a very large event with over 3,000 Sioux Falls students. We also are collecting more and more people from the surrounding areas, from some of the smaller communities. Currently, we have probably over 45 vendors here today. We have set up outside and inside and allow the students to get around. Probably the best aspect of this event is to enable students to look at future career choices, not only for vocational, but also those positions and jobs in which they do not need secondary education programs for. Wonderful event, and we're glad everybody can come to it.
Hi, my name is Carrie Poland, and I'm a massage therapy instructor from Minnesota West Community and Technical College. I'm based out of Pipestone, Minnesota. We're here today kind of expose all students to what massage therapy is, give them a feel for massages. You can see in the background I've had my students giving massages. Right now it is a growing industry. We've got campuses, we have massage therapy offered both in Pipestone, and next year we're also going to have it in Jackson, so there'll be a lot of opportunity to bring in a lot of students too.
Hi, I'm Jody Weber from Minnesota West Community and Technical College, and we are here today at the Sioux Falls Career Expo to showcase programs that we have at Minnesota West Community and Technical College. We have about 80 different programs, and today we have about 8 different programs here for the students to come in and take a look, get some hands-on experience in some of the programs: cosmetology, massage therapy, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, fluid power, and to give them a first-hand look and see what you actually do in some of these careers.
I'm Tony Russell from the Mitchell Tech SCADA Engineering Technology Program, and basically what we're doing here is we wanted some unique project to bring along today, and this pretty much relates to the SCADA program, except for you probably aren't going to see a toilet being flushed with a SCADA system. Usually the SCADA systems we deal with are rural water systems, utility systems, and stuff like that. But what we're doing here today is we're basically using a PLC, which the students have to go and program to do specific functions. And with that PLC then, it's actually controlling some pumps and various controls here to go and flush a toilet. We're happy to be here. It's nice to have students coming out here and seeing the different things that a lot of the tech schools have to offer.
My name is Staff Sergeant Western, I'm a Marine Recruiting Officer out here in Sioux Falls. We're out here today so that we can give young men and women the opportunity to see what many other different schools, whether it be VOTEC schools or actually looking in the military, all the information they could possibly need so where they can make a good educated decision when it comes time to that graduation of high school, so where they can pursue a good career, what they're actually going to be looking for. So I think it's a real good event.
Hi, my name is Bob Day, and I'm from Lake Area Tech in Watertown, South Dakota. And today at the Career Expo, I have a little setup here that allows people to come by and give an internet video greeting to friends and family from around the world. We have a digital camera set up, and we capture a streaming media format that we put onto our web server, and we give them a little email address so they email off to friends and family, and they can watch on the internet. We use this technology for a lot of our classes at Lake Area Tech for some distance learning and to augment the material that they present in the classroom. It allows students to get material for additional review before testing, and we can even dabble a little bit in distance learning.
Well, hopefully the kids will get a lot out of today's expo. A lot of them trying to look for a career now. Of course, a lot of them, of course, in high school. But I'm here with Dorothy, our WeatherNet fan, and she's She's got a month left in her. We're showing the kids some storm chase vehicle equipment that we have, storm chase tape as well. Give them an idea as to what being a meteorologist is all about.
Our second journey into the school zone takes us to Laura Wilder Elementary, where the kindergarten class had some special reading buddies from Edison Middle School.
Hi, I'm Janelle Revere and I teach 8th grade language arts at Edison Middle School, and on Thursday mornings, every Thursday we bring over our 8th grade students to read to Mrs. Trigg's kindergarten class. And today we're working on poetry with the kids and directionality, getting them to know which direction their fingers should go as they're reading the text.
And I'm Mrs. Trigg, the kindergarten teacher, and what I've so noticed is that my students are really starting to read now, and they're starting to pick out the words and read to them also. Haven't they come a long ways this year, haven't they?
They really have, and our kids are great role models for the kids, and it's a great connection between the elementary and the middle school. So when these kids get to be 6th grade, the middle school won't seem so scary. They'll know how wonderful the kids are over at Edison.
Right. I'm Rhiannon Rustad, and I like coming to Laura Wilder because I like being good role models, a good role model for the kids, and I like teaching them how to read, and when we're reading sometimes they even guess some of the words. And we always have projects for them, like for St. Patrick's Day we had My Lucky book and what they had that they thought was lucky and the numbers and everything. And I just think it's great coming over here every Thursday just reading to them all the time, and they're really smart, and I like coming here too. It's also because it reminds me of when I was in kindergarten and Ms. Trigg was my kindergarten teacher, and it just takes me back a lot of years. And that's why I like coming here.
I'm Anna Glevin, and I think it's really cool coming to Laura Wilder and reading to the little kindergartners because it's enjoyable and they like stories, they like children's stories, and I think it was really cool because we did a lot of stuff like clay and I Am Lucky, and just now we're doing a poem about their whole year of kindergarten, and it's really exciting because they can't wait for 1st grade to come. And yeah, it was really enjoyable because it takes me back a while.
My name is Heather Akins, and what I like to do with Mrs. Trigg's class is do reading buddies.
What do you like about them?
I like to read with them.
What are your favorite books that they read to you?
All the books.
What was your favorite one that they read to you?
A cat one.
A cat one? What
with
about
puppies.
What did you like about it?
That a cat went out to play with his new best friend, a dog.
Hawthorne Elementary School is one of the more diverse schools in our district. Recently, they held a week-long celebration of that diversity.
Hello, I'm Karen Thuo. This is my 3rd year at Hawthorne. My title here is I'm the migrant teacher. I share children with Lisa Hunstead, my partner. She's the ELL teacher. And we have had the blessing and the job also of helping to plan Diversity Week here at Hawthorne. And it's all about celebration. And today we kicked off our week. First of all, this morning we had Mr. Kadir from the Multicultural Center come and join us and visit with us. And this afternoon we honored animals from our seven continents. And then Mayor Munson arrived, and he proclaimed that this is Diversity Week at Hawthorne.
Now therefore I, Dave Munson, Mayor of the City of Sioux Falls, do hereby proclaim May 10th through May 14th, 2004 as celebrating who we are in Sioux Falls to raise awareness, understanding, and appreciation of our cultural diversities among all people.
I'm Lisa Hunstead, and I am the ELL teacher here at Hawthorne, and this is my partner, Karen Thuo, and we together with many from our staff have planned a fun Diversity Week, including many community members.
Boy, you look at this map here, and look at the countries you people came from. Man, that's really saying something. That's neat to bring you all together so we all learn to get along and we're all nice. Isn't it important? That is really, you bring up a very good point. It really is important that we're nice to each other, isn't it? Yeah, we really should. And we should all learn from one another because you guys all come from some neat places and we can all learn how to get along better and how to work together to make sure that everything is nice.
It's just so many fun activities, and it's fun with the children, and it's fun to invite people in from our community of Sioux Falls. We have such a wealth of diversity and so many people with so much to offer, and so we're fortunate to be able to have them as part of our week, which it was proclaimed celebrating who we are.
And it came together relatively easily because everyone is interested in Sioux Falls being a town of celebration. So we're really happy about how much people are contributing and how easily it was to pull it together.
Now we go back to Laura Wilder Elementary School, where the first grade classes learn about square dancing.
Dance at Grandpa's. It's adapted from the Little House books by Laura Ingalls Wilder. Laura watched Ma Squirt swaying and her dark head bowing and thought she had the loveliest dancer in the world. So there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many people are there altogether? We're doing a little math here. Daniel. 8. 8 people. Everybody has a partner. That's the person that's standing next to you. Then there is what we call a corner. If we would connect these together, what shape do we have? Rachel?
Square.
Square. That's how we get the word square dancing, Tanner. We don't stand in the corner, but it makes a square. I'm Laura Riley, and I'm a first grade teacher at Laura Wilder Elementary in Sioux Falls. And as part of the first grade curriculum in our social studies, we work with the students as far as learning what were schools like long ago, communities, people like long ago. And being we're at Laura Wilder, we choose to read some of her picture books. There are some wonderful picture books that are based on the stories that Laura has written of her growing up years. We concentrate on those in February, the month of her birthday. Well, to kind of add to this unit that we had done, we had a gentleman come and square dancing for the children. We had reread the story to them at Grandpa's. As we were talking about Laura Wilder earlier in the school year, talked about how Pa loved playing his fiddle, and how one of the things they would do was square dance. They did not have the opportunity to go to a movie or to go to the things that we have nowadays. So connecting this to our social studies curriculum, helping the children to understand what were schools like many years ago, what were the communities like many years ago, and comparing to what do we have now, and maybe how we are today because of where we've come from.
I'm Lauren Loggy, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I do work at the post office, and square dancing is kind of a sideline hobby. I call for several clubs throughout South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. I do teach kids in school just very, very basic parts about square dancing.
What's special about calling? What kind of things do you have to know when you're...
There's about 65 basic calls you have to know to call, and you got to know how to get you back to your original partner.
So, you know, what will you have the students do today?
Just have a fun time. Do some really, really basic, simple movements. Because when you're working with first graders, it's a little different than working with older children or adults.
Back to your partner, back to your corner, join your hands, circle to the left. Now circle to the right, go the other way until you're back home. Heads dance up to the middle and back. Sides dance up to the middle and back. 4 girls promenade inside, go. Get back home, don't sit with the partner. 4 boys promenade inside, now. Go walking around. Don't sit with your partner. Everybody promenade, your partner promenade. Go walking around the rink and go. Promenade, go walking 2 by 2 is what you gonna do, hey.
It's basically an introduction. A lot of things in first grade are introductions to the students that as they go through the grades, as they get into 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and on and through the middle school and high years, it's built on that. A lot of things, a lot of concepts are introduced in the first grade. We also as first grade teachers here at Laura Wilder, choose to go the last day of school on a field trip to the Heritage Park at Augustana College, and there's a one-room schoolhouse there, a church, and a house. And another way to show those students what maybe pioneer life was like. We grew up on the prairie. Laura Wilder did, and live in South Dakota just like Laura Wilder did, and just kind of help them to understand a little bit of their history of our state, a little bit of background there.
We caught up with our old friend and district volunteer, Joel Green. He was conducting a Spellathon with a 3rd grade class at Harvey Dunn Elementary.
Early in the school year, the teachers gave the kids a choice. You can either spell with Mr. Joel or you can read with Mr. Joel. Well, this class became known as a class that loves to spell. So what I started doing is I started giving them pencils early in the year when they got a perfect score with me. And that means including the bonus words. Along about March, I kind of relaxed it a little bit and I said you can get a pencil if you spell all your words, if you miss one word, and get your bonus words right. So then we decided to have this Spellathon in which I chose some really difficult words. Some of these are 4th grade words, as you will see. This is not an elimination. This is everybody spell all the words, and this is optional. The children are not forced to do this. It does not affect their grade. And at the conclusion, I will have prizes. Okay, so we're ready to go with Mackenzie and Samantha. Okay, my name's Joel Green. The kids call me Mr. Joel, and I am a volunteer with the Siouxland Retired and Senior Volunteer Program. I've been doing this for 7 years, and I've been coming to Harvey Dunn for 4 years. First word, boisterous. Boisterous. Second word, treacherous. As we developed further on into the school year, I came up with the idea of why don't we have a Spellathon, because these kids really love to spell, and why not get a nucleus of very difficult words for 3rd grade and see how they do. And as it turned out, we have some really excellent spellers in this class. I also want to mention that of the 27 students in this class, I have worked with approximately half of them for 3 school years, 1st graders, 2nd graders, and 3rd graders. I just want to mention also that where there is a tie between the competing students, the tie will be broken by the number of pencils that they won during the year, which, by the way, was 90 pencils this class has won during the year. Good job, Mackenzie. Got them all correct. Just jot down the number next to their name. Samantha got 12 correct out of 13. Still a good job. But out of the 13 words, there's only a couple of really easy words. 10 of the 13 were difficult. So there were different words that the kids missed where they had one word wrong. That concludes our Spellathon. We'll now tally our scores and see how they're ranked. Our spelling champion is Mackenzie. And Brittany Spader is 2nd. I'll tally the other scores and we'll award our prizes. I'd like to thank all of the students for participating, all of the parents for coming. This has been a fun and learn situation. I think spelling is a discipline. If you study at it, it will overlap into your other academic areas, and some of your children have just done remarkably well. I think we are proud of all of them. So thank you all for coming. Mackenzie has been an excellent speller all year long. She's our spelling champion. This is Mrs. Anderson. She's one of our 2 3rd grade teachers. The other one is Mrs. Christensen.
Well, I just kind of like, I'm supposed to go over them like every day because that's what my mom makes me do.
I'm Mrs. Anderson and I'm the teacher in room 301, and we do spelling every week without fail. And Mackenzie is a good speller and practices hard at it. She, whenever she has free time, she wants to get the spelling words out and the spelling board and practice and get a partner, which a lot of the kids do. Week to week they do very well if they study. I think that through our curriculum, the way we have learned how to put words together has really benefited the kids, and we just have a great spelling class.
We finish our year in the school zone with this year's annual Junior ROTC Pass and Review program held at Lincoln High School.
My name is Major Schaefer. I'm the senior Marine instructor here at Lincoln High School. What we did this afternoon was had our annual Pass and Review ceremony with Washington High School. The Pass and Review is a parade, and it gives us a chance to honor and recognize the hard work of the young men and women that are in the Junior ROTC program this year.
Can you tell me how many students are in the Lincoln ROTC program?
We have 70 students in Lincoln. There are about 180 over at Washington, so what you saw out there today was about 225 kids altogether.
Okay, what types of things do students learn in the ROTC program?
The curriculum in ROTC centers around developing leadership characteristics, leadership traits. The intent is not to make soldiers out of these young men and women, but rather to try and make them better leaders regardless of what line of work they may go into.
It is with great privilege and pleasure that I introduce to you Dr. Jack Keegan to address. Dr. Keegan.
Thank you. To the men and women out there, there's a couple of things I'd like to say. First of all, this started about, Sergeant Major, was it 8 years ago or 9 now? 9. Sergeant Major Bauer has been with us all 9 years. And it's just great to see how the program has grown. You have a lot of people to thank for the program being here in Sioux Falls. Rod Christie, a board member. Les Cummings, who was Command Sergeant Major for the National Guard in our state for a number of years. He was the one that approached me the first time to see if we could have a unit of the Army, and he was a little bit prejudiced on that. He only wanted the Army. But we had another board member who was very supportive of the program, and that was Dick Wagner, who had his career in the Navy, and he made sure we had a branch with the Marines here. Again, I want to congratulate you. Thank you for being part of a successful program, and hope that you encourage other friends of yours to be part of this program, because you'll get more out of it than what you learn in the classroom. You'll get an understanding of leadership, an understanding of what it means to support one another. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Keegan. Dr. Keegan is now being presented with a plaque from both JROTC units. The plaque reads, "To Dr. Jack Keegan, in appreciation of your support for leadership, education, and in honor of your retirement. Best wishes from the cadets of Lincoln High School, Marine Corps Junior ROTC, and Washington High School, Army JROTC."
Okay, my name is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Heaton. I'm from Washington High School, Army JROTC. The program, we learn how the rank structure, marching, how to be a leader. We do things in school to prepare ourselves for speeches. We practice writing, and we do a lot of group work, such as researching the Constitution. We do some skits at court to file against the Constitution and see if there's court cases that are against or for the Constitution. We have drill competitions in Rapid City and Fargo, all around the Midwest here. We have our own drill team that we send up there to compete. We have some medals from there. Well, I am in charge of all the enlisted cadets that we have, to train them, to teach them, and to make sure they are ready for what's next. I am a 4th year, and I'm a senior. So the thing I like about ROTC is the instructors are really nice. They come to help us if we need help. The atmosphere is really nice. When we get in trouble, we don't get sent to the office, we just get push-ups. It's really pretty close with everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our national pledge.
That is all for this year's journey into the school zone. We wish for you all a safe and happy summer. And we also hope you return next year for another season of the School Zone. From all of us at OWL TV, good night.
To plant them. Now, thank you for watching Violets in Bloom. There's lots of ferns out there. See if you can find one that you can pinch off something and propagate it and make new plants. That's the whole idea of enjoying your plants, is to make new plants. So thank you for watching, and I expect all of you to try something a little bit different that you might not have done before.